G'day everyone, Kevin here, just on behalf of Hugh Hatrick. Now this is just basically a little tutorial video for those who don't know much about making liveries, and just an information video for those of you who do on the minimum requirements for the upcoming Hugh Hatrick TCR Community Series. TCR meaning touring car racing. So yes, let's go ahead. Now for those of you who already know how to make like liveries, I'm going to go through it as if assuming you don't know or you're very inexperienced, just so everyone knows, you know, what's going on. So let's get the menu up. Okay, so here you've got your menu here. Now the two main areas we're looking at are the livery editor here, but before you go to the livery editor you want to go to discover, so we'll go there first. Now we want to find the decals we need for this series. There's only 2 or 4 but that you need to download, so we go into it, go to decals. Now there's 2 ways you can do this. The first is you can go to search, so top right hand corner, click search, just in here, type in Hugh Hatrick, so Hugh, and then don't bother putting in spaces. I mean you can, but it'll put it together as one word anyway. Same with capitals, it will make it lowercase. So just search Hugh Hatrick. So R2 when you're done, go down to search, and what do you see? There's 4 liveries. Now you see they're all done on Rascal, the Rabbits, PSN. So the other way you can do it is friend me on PSN. You can see my PSN right there, Rascal-Rabbit. So yeah, let's get into it. So these are the 4 minimum decals. I recommend you download all 4. So you just go in, add to collection, click it. I mean, I've already got it in my library, but you know, I made it. But so that's what you do to add a decal. So you do that to a reason that you do that to download a decal. Now the reason why I've got black and whites of each, even though the box is white on both, but you'll see the difference at the top there, is because some people will be using cars depending on the colour. If you've got a dark background, you're not going to want to use that, whereas if you've got a light background, you will, and vice versa. If you've got a dark background, you're going to want to use a more white one. And with the box, honestly, you can use either, because you'll notice they've both got a white boundary, but it'll probably look better if, you know, if you're using white, then use the white TCR, you know what I mean? Or you can use either, whatever you think looks better on your car. Like if I had an all white car, I'd use this one, you know what I mean? If I had a darker car, I'd probably use that. But it's up to you. Either one's going to stand out, but these 2 you'll really notice the difference, which we will go and see. So that's one way. Like I said, you type in Hugh Hatrick in the box, one word, and that's it. That's how you find decals. So you go down to discover, like I said, to do that. Now let's get into making the livery itself. So you go into livery editor. Now we'll go to open designs, because I want to show you one that I have already done here. So now first I'll show you the complete version, and then I'll show you how to go about it. Now this is the absolute minimum, so we'll go to preview here and take a look at it. Spin around. And there we go. So these are absolute minimum requirements. Now you'll notice you've got the Gran Turismo logo across the window there. You got the racer's name on the side. Now with numbers, when the time comes, people will have to basically, when you register, pick the number you want, but we'll give you options, because it's going to be first in, best dressed with the numbers. Now, I helping with the series and taking dibs on the number 05. So for those Aussie racers or anyone who knows anything about the history of Australian V8 supercars or Australian touring car racing, will know of Peter Brock. And his number was also always 05. And that actually stands for our blood alcohol limit on the roads, which is 0.05. So that's a minimum alcohol limit for driving. And Peter Brock always used that as his number through his whole career. So anyway, so that's, I'm going to show you how to make this car. So we'll exit this. So what you do, we'll go back again. You open up your livery editor, go to new design. Now you pick the RCZ Group 4. Now the only cars we can use in this are basically any of the front wheel drive Group 4 cars. So that's the Megane Group 4, Renault Sport Megane Group 4, the RCZ Group 4, the touring car, the Audi TT Cup 16, and what's the other one I've got? Audi, that, what am I missing? Why's my mind going so black? Oh, yes, the Volkswagen Scirocco, which is right next to the Audi there. So you can use any of them, but we'll use the RCZ as a demonstration car. So first thing you do is it comes up with the original car. Now just go to decal. Now bearing in mind you've downloaded the decals I talked about before, the HHTCR decal. So you go to decal, just press yes, it's going to make the car blank. Now I didn't paint the car. You can paint the car whatever colour you want. You can do whatever, you can make it whatever patterns you want, you can do whatever you want, but for this, like I'm showing, just the minimum livery requirements. So we want to put some decals on this car. So, but before that, what we want to do is we'll go back, we've cleared the car. Now you can change your wheels doesn't matter, you know, but go to racing items, click on racing items, step 1. Car number, leave it as no number. Window banners, you can use white or black, your choice. In this case, I choose white. So yes, but you know, you can choose black if you want, but I think on this car, white looks better. So there we go. And driver name, same thing, white or black, depending on the colour of your car. White on this, I'll show you, you don't really see it, you know, you can't really see it. You'll get the controls for zooming in and out. So I use black, stands out quite nicely, and it'll show your country's flag in front of it as well. So you've got that. So that's the first step. You have to have the window banner and you have to have your racing name on the side of on the car there. So you can add it on as a decal as well, but regardless, you have to have it on the pillar frame there, just above the window. Now, we'll go to decals. So, body, go to add layer. Now you see it's got left, right, front, rear, whatever. We'll start with left. Go to left. Select decal. Now for use, it'll be in the collection. But for me, It's in my user decals because I've made them. So these are the decals I've made. You know, this is a rabbit I use a lot and stuff like that. But this is a new thing I'm playing with because I'm thinking of changing my channel name to Rascal Rabbit from GT Plus Racing, as you can see down there. But anyway, it's my name, Rascal the Rabbit, yay. So we pick a door colour. So for this, let's pick this. So we've got this, HHTCR. Now we're going to want to fit a sticker on the top and bottom of this. So we need to make it a bit smaller. So you press X, you place it near where you want. So which here is generally the best place. Anywhere, you know, around this area is fine. Back, you can if you want, but really we want to keep it, no, yeah, I mean, it's up to you. As long as it's clear on the side of the car. But wherever the decal is, no matter where you place it, there are some basic requirements. So we'll bring it down. So you have to be able to clearly see it. That's the first one. At this size, you can still clearly see it. So we've got it there. Let's zoom in. We don't need to realign it. There's space at the bottom for what I want to put, and there's space at the top for what I want to put. And if there isn't, we can always come back to the decal. So you press OK. Once you finish putting it where you want, finish editing, and that's it. Now I'm not going to go through all those steps again because you'll get it very quick. So you want that. You also want it on the other side of the car. So go back, select, sorry, go back, click on that decal. Once you put it on one side, go to layer controls, just go duplicate on reverse, bang, it's on the other side of the car. So that's what you do. Like I said, middle, layer controls, duplicate on reverse. So whether you start on the left or right hand side, doesn't really matter, it's going to be the same. So finish editing layer, there. They're the only two numbers you need. We're not going to put numbers on the hoods or anything. So the next decal you need, so it's on the left, just above the door. This time it's already in Gran Turismo. You want the Michelin tyres logo, so LMNO, it'll be in there. We'll go down. There's two you can use. This one that I'm on here, or this one. So it doesn't really matter which one you use, either the two, they're roughly the same. I'm going to go with this one because it's a little bit thinner. Now you want to get it to go in line. This is where you zoom in. Want to make it in line with this, so we need to make it a little bit bigger. Oops, touch smaller, move it to the right. Now you can, I like to make them so you can leave it so they touch, but this one's got a white line on the bottom of it either way, so you just bring it right down so it's almost just touching, in line with the door, fits underneath. This is the hardest car to do because of where the side mirror is. The other cars you shouldn't have too much trouble with, but you just do that. Now before you finish, I always recommend go to layer controls, duplicate on reverse. Now we'll zoom in again. You'll notice sometimes it puts it slightly out of whack. This time it's placed it pretty well. So there we go, all good. That's that done. No, don't. Just press extra OK, we come out. Now, that's one. Now the next one is the major sponsor. So let's go to add layer, on the left, select decals. Now for this, I'll do what the rest is you'll be doing when it comes to finding decals, is finding decals. So there's one, these are the two I'm going to use. So I'll use this one first. I'll put it right here. Somewhere in the middle. You can make it as big or small as you want. Bang. Same thing. Duplicate on reverse. Bang, done. Finish editing the layer. Keep going. Add another one. Collection. Usually the ones you've downloaded most recently will be up top, like I just downloaded that, even though I've already got it. So, this to go with it. Now, I'm going to put this on an angle, because I think it'll look better on an angle. So, there we go. Again, I'm just doing this very quickly. Same thing, duplicate and reverse, bang. There's your sides done. Now for the bonnet, I'm going to choose something different. So finish it in later. To switch to the bonnet, you need to go up here, because you've got your body, bonnet, side mirrors, rear wing, which we'll come to, and other, which is things like, again, we'll come to other in a minute actually. Like the front number plate, I'm pretty sure is other, but we'll get there. But let's do the bonnet decal. Add layer, bonnet, select decal. I've got another monster decal for this. Monster Energy. Bang. Make it nice and big. I want it to fit in between those two opening hooks there. Done and dusted. So they're the minimum sponsor requirements. You can have more than one sponsor, but you have to have at least one major sponsor that stands out more than the rest. And obviously that stands out pretty well. Now the next requirement is whatever manufacturer you're using, we're going to need manufacturer decals. We will be putting them just above the logo there, the Gran Turismo thing, on the roof, which on this car I think falls under others. Some cars it does, some cars it doesn't. You need one there. Now, for instance, it can just say Peugeot, in this case, because I'm in a Peugeot RCZ, or it can be Peugeot Sport, whatever, as long as it's got something to do, it's got the name of the manufacturer in it. You'll see for me, we'll start with where we're putting them. Let's see if we've got body, add layer, roof, select decal, collection, got the Peugeot Sport. Now because it's black, like I downloaded both, you want the white one. So we'll click that. Oh, can't see it pop up, but it's not popping up on the roof. So what do? Discard all images. Go to other. Say add layer. It gives you the same things. Go to roof. Select decal. So if it doesn't come up on the normal thing, always go to other. Whoops, not favorites. Collection. Get the Peugeot Sport. Now you use the R2 and L2 buttons to do this. Then I suggest R1 and the right stick lets you spin it like this. R2 will zoom you in, L2 will zoom you out. So that's how I'm operating it basically. But yeah, we've got it there. Now we'll start bringing, just pushing the left stick makes it bigger and smaller like that. Now, because I've turned it sideways, everything's askew. I have to use sideways movements on the left stick to go up and down. So left makes it go down on the right stick, right goes up, and up makes it go right, down makes it go left. But I'm not going to do that because I just want up and down, because you'll find it's automatically centered. So we make it as big as we want without it touching the thing. See, it's not quite squared, so we bring that around, bring it down as close as it doesn't have to be super close, around anywhere from, you know, around this area to down, just so you can see it at the front like that. So you've got Peugeot Sport like that. You generally want to keep the same gap. I reckon we'll move it to, oh, too far to the left. Here we go. Just till it looks good, till it all looks right. There we go. Peugeot Sport done. Now we also want one on the wing. So you go to rear wing, same thing, add layer, rear wing top, select decal, go to your collection. Again, you can search whatever ones you want to go. I'm going to continue with the Peugeot Sport series. You can see I've got another one here, black here. I've got Audi Sports for Audi. There's Volkswagen Racing. There's a plain Volkswagen. That's a one that's standard on the Group 3 Volkswagen car. Volkswagen. You don't want to use Volkswagen. That's a joke. Them making an electric car came out on April Fool's Day, I think. Yeah, you can see it. 1st of April. April Fool's Volkswagen. But yeah, there's different ones you can use. I've got examples of each. See, you've got plain Peugeot there. You've got Renault here. That's a really nice little side decal that you could use under the box. But we're sticking with this. We're going with this all the way. You just get it. Keep making it bigger till it pretty much fills the whole wing. See, notice that it starts going to the side. We've gone too far. So just comes in on the edges. Have a look underneath, see if it's spread underneath. No, it hasn't. That's it. So the last place we need to stick, go back to body, the last place we need to stick a manufacturer decal is, sorry, leave it on left. We're selecting the same decal again. Oh, this time I picked the wrong decal. Notice you don't see the Peugeot. So go to cancel. Discard all changes, yes. This time I want the darker one because it's on a white background. That's what I was saying about the HHTCRs before. So we zoom in. Again, you can leave it bigger if you want, as long as it's underneath there. I'm just a bit of OCD. I like to keep it roughly, or, you know, as in line as possible. So that's probably a little bit too small. Oh, that's about right. Just make sure the T ends. Make it a touch bigger maybe. Make sure the gap between the bottom and top is good. Bang, that's good. Same thing as I said before, go to duplicate on reverse. Now always zoom in to double check. As you can see, the T overlaps there, so I'm just going to move it to the side a bit. Bang, that's all good. Finish editing later. We've done that. We're almost finished, people. Now, we'll go to the rear of the car for the first HHTCR logo. So, add layer, pick rear of car, select decal. For here, you go to your collection, you pick out your decal. Now, the best place I find to put it is bang on the number plates, but you don't have to. It can be lower, down here somewhere, depending on the car. It can take up, shit, if you want to do this, you can. Personally, I think that would look really stupid. This, though, just so it fits in the box nicely, we'll move it, make it, just zoom in there. Make it so it fits in really nicely. Got a bit of a gap. There we go. HHTCR. Very clear on the back there. What series it is. That's fine. Now, front of the car. You'll find this on the Audi as well. We need to go to Other. Add layer. Front. Select decal. HHTCR. Bring it down. No, we didn't need to go to Other. So on the Audi, you need to go to Other. On this one, you don't. It's actually part of the car. Discard all changes, yes. Body. What am I doing? I'm getting confused here. Collection. HHTCR. Fits pretty much stock standards, the size. Fits it on there pretty much perfectly. Let's bring it down a bit so the gap's the same top and bottom. Now you can stretch them out and widen them and do what you want. I'm not doing that for the moment because, like I said, we're just doing the minimum requirements. So you've got the HHTCR. Basically, we've done all the minimum requirements now, and that's it. But you want a door number. Now, just look up numbers. You'll find certain numbers. If you type in a number you like, there might already be a decal of it somewhere on there. But you just have to go through the search area. But I've already got mine. So I go to Body, Add Layer, whoops, left hand side, select decal, in here. So there's different ways you can do it. I've got my 05 decal here already that I use, but if I go all the way down, go through all my different decals that I use regularly. Well, I probably don't use most of these at all anymore. There's some writing I've got, but I've also got somewhere you can download up to 1,000 decals. Mine's pretty full. I emptied it a while ago. You can download your own letters and numbers, so you can put your own ones in if you want. Individually, you know, make it line up, change the colour, do whatever you want. But like I said, we'll go all the way back up near the top here. Try see that black 05. I know where it is because it's somewhere on this side from memory. Be getting close to it. Here we are. There. Bring it in there. Make sure it's, I'm going to zoom in a bit, make sure it's nice and centered, top and bottom, like that. Click. Now you can change the decal, change the colour of some of your decals. So you change the colour, and here we're going to try and pick a green that matches the, we'll zoom out a bit, matches, you'll see in the right corner there, the darker green of the Monster Energy. So you got that. That pretty much, we'll have a look. Okay. Let's zoom out, have a look. Yeah, that 05 matches the greenish colour of the Energy and the Monster there, and all the rest of it. So click on the decal again. Okay, like I said before, duplicate on reverse, bang, sorted. Have a quick look, that one's in line, not an issue. Now the last thing you can do, and the last thing I did to make this car, you go all the way back to the original thing. I went to wheels, I went and picked different wheels. Now I went and picked, first I picked the colour. So go to wheel paint. Having white wheels is a good way to do it. Just click on wheels. Now you got click on colour palette, or those of us who have been playing a long time have a whole bunch of colours that aren't on the normal colour palette, and that's one of these colours I used by memory. So I'm going to go all the way through here. Here we are, we're starting to get close to the different colours I use. So there's that, fluoro yellow, so you want a bit bright. That's a matte version of it. That looks pretty cool. But let's try this. No, that's too dark. So we've got that. G1 fluorescent. That goes pretty well with the rest of the car, I think. So we use definitely better. You could use that if you want. That would also go well. Because of the yellowish of the Peugeot Sport and the yellowish green, yellow greeny of that monster, got the green. I think I'm going to go more for this yellow greeny mix. It stands out. Okay, now that's fine. You press circle just to go back out. Now you pick which wheel you want to use. Which one looks good? I can't remember which one. I use one of these 5-spoked wheels things. So we'll just see if one stands out to me again that I like. Raise, let's try them. And you can change the size, 2 inches up. Yep, that looks good. Finished. Bang. We have a finished Renault Peugeot car. Now let's see how close that was to the one I originally made. So when you finish saving, now again, if you want to paint the car, you go paint, you can go paint all. Again, I've got special colours and colour palette. As you can see, changes the whole colour of the car. In this case, you could go, what would go well with it? Yellow, you could do green. Green still works, you know. Change the shades of it. Make it a darker green. Make it a very dark green. Make it an almost black green. Do what you want. Pink, purple, whatever you feel like, whatever you think looks good, you know. Some people have different tastes. As long as you can still see everything, you know, you can still see the Peugeot Sport. You know, but for instance, if I made it black, there you go, you got black there, but you can't. That's why you want the white HHTCR decals. You can't. I'd have to pick the opposite Sport. Black works well in this case. I just have to switch to decals, so you can do black as well. But in this case, I just go back and leave it with the original white that it came with. So I'm not painting the car. And again, you can put other decals on there, all the rest of it, but this is the minimum. So you go to save, put in whatever name you want to put. I'll call this HHTCR tutorial version. That's what I'll call it. R2 for done. That's what I'll call it. Now, you'll see up in the top right hand corner, it's got the original, it's got the little block. So when you start the race, next to your, you know, it's next to your country flag, you got your country flag, you have your name, and then, you know, the car, but it also has the colour box, and it kind of indicates your race colours. Now obviously we're not white, black and red. What we are now, we want to change it. Now you can make it a single colour, 2 colour type. I'm going to go with the 3 colour type. So I'll leave it with white. Now there's two ways we do this. We could leave that as it is and make the other one green. That works well for Monster. We'll just do that. You can do whichever combination you want of three. Again, you can do two color type, or you can just have it a single box as a single color. Up to you, really. But that's what I'm doing for this. So I'll make that green. See what that looks like. No. That's a bit closer to what this car looks like. A bit more of a fluoro green. Save it. And it will save the decal. So I'm not going to apply the livery, but I will. We'll take a look at it again. There's your minimum requirements, people, for what you need to do on any of the cars. You can pick any major sponsor you want, but like I said, that's basically it. It's as simple as that. Now, we'll get out of here. Exit. Now let's look at some other designs. So I'll go to open design, Score Tech. Now you can see they're pretty identical. I think I've made the wheels slightly brighter. I went matte on this. I switched the M around with the Monster Energy, so I was going by memory here. But yeah, otherwise it's pretty much the same. So there's no real difference between the two cars. I'll go to a different car and let's see. Home. I did a quick version of the Audi. Now I'm not a fantastic livery maker myself. I've got some decent ones around there, but go to garage, go to the Audi. At the moment, start, vroom vroom. Go to change car. This is another version of the minimum requirement. Get rid of this engine. Oh God, shut up. Thank you. So there's one version that I did. Again, that's just minimum requirements, just in a black car. You can see I've just picked a different major sponsor. We'll have a look at it. Oh, we won't have a look at it. I've got Scortec as my major sponsor, all the rest of it. But I did a... Is there one with a HHTCR on it? Don't tell me I didn't save it. No, I didn't. So what you can do is, if you've already got a livery made up, and it's one you've made yourself, you can go to that, press, okay, I'm already in the car. I want it back to this anyway because this is what I use for my racing. But what you can do is you go to your livery editor again, open design of one you've already done. I've got two versions I can use, that or that. So I picked the one that I've already done. Some decals could not be loaded, doesn't really matter, I know what that is. It's because it's my name, Rascal the Rabbit, it's been taken off. That's actually going to help us because we want to stick a decal on there. Now that's white at the front, so I'm going to use, I'm pretty sure I have to, we'll see. The black one, but I'm pretty sure I have to go to other. go to other. Like I said, on the Peugeot you don't, on the Audi you do. So that's something for those of you who don't know. Like HHTCR. I can whack that there. Come on, get in there, you mongrel. Zoom in, makes it easier to play around with like this. Move it to the right a bit because I can. Too big. It's a bit harder on the other thing for some reason. But bang, it's there. You've got HHTCR there. Now on the back here, I get rid of all I've got here. I put HHTCR there. I put the Gran Turismo Sport logo across the top, change it. I'd move the decal on the roof, put the Audi Sport there, make sure there's Audi Sport on the rear wing. Instead of using Gran Turismo number, I'd go through what I did before. So yeah, that's another way you can do it. You can use an existing livery you've already got and just modify it. No. Just exit. Close the livery editor. I'm not saving that livery. Oh sure, I made a livery. I did actually, and it'll be in my pictures. So let's go to my library, unless I've deleted them. No, those screenshots they were. But basically, that's it. That's the minimum. That's how you make your livery editor. Now we'll go to home, switch back. Oh, you've seen the Renault. Let's search for anyone else. Now I know someone else who's done a car. So let's go to Discover. In fact, rather than Discover, screw that. I'm just going to go to my friends list because I know who did it. Now I don't know if he shared this car. So let's go to friends. Where's Hansa? There's Keefy, good mate. There's Tishney's comp one. Friends with Tishney, really lucky about that. Got lucky. Hansa. Here we are. There's Tishney's other account. I know he just made one. Let's see if he put it in his gallery. Car liveries. Yesterday. If he has not shared it. He's kept it private, which is fair enough. But he has sent me a picture, but that's on my Discord, so it doesn't matter. But like I said, we can go to back to Furby. Look in his gallery. Car livery. Now the first time he did it, you'll notice he's got the Renault Sport sticker on the side there. He also didn't have anything just above the window or on the top wing. So I just said, dude, you got to add it. So we go back. Took him 2 seconds, and that was a finished thing. So we'll just take a preview. And there we go. He's got the Renault Sport sticker. You'll see the blue one just underneath. He's met all the minimum requirements. Unfortunately, I can't move this around and have a look at it. You can't see the top of the car, but you can see the Renault diamond just slightly there. And he's got the same decal on the top of the wing. Underneath of the wing, you can see his CS, his team letters there. It's in white. So again, he's made his wheels bigger. He's picked gold to go with the general colour of his car. As you can see, he's done a nice little mix over there. fade from black into gold. Looks like he's added a bit of white. I don't know if he's done that or whether that's just what's happened when he's gone from black to gold, but I'd say he's added another one. It's hard to tell. So it could be just the black and he's used a really long fade. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the tutorial video on how to make a livery for the upcoming Hugh Hatrick Touring Car Racing Community Series. Thanks very much, and that's about it. I'll catch you later.